Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time this specific video lecture finds you. I want to welcome you once again for this specific lecture and thank you for tuning in. We are continuing still with our pharmaceutical practicals, and today we are going to look at something very new. Like I said, in every new lecture, we look at something new, and it keeps building your knowledge about practicals or pharmaceutical practicals, about exposure to pharmaceutics, and a number of things. So, the person presenting is by names of Miss Atiang Grace, and I'm so excited and delighted to have you once again and have you tuned in. So today we want to look at emulsions, and then we need to know what an emulsion is. Okay, so I request you to read more about what emulsion is, what are the methods of preparing emulsions, what a primary emulsion is, and then what are the different ratios that we use for oil, water, and gum when we are preparing emulsions. Okay, so you need to know that at the back of your mind. However, we have a question here presented to us, and it looks like a prescription. They are saying arachis oil 2 mils, not 2 mils, sorry, 21 mils, and then acacia gum quantity sufficient, and then concentrated peppermint emulsion we have 1 mil is required. Chloroform water duplex we need 2.5 mils, and then purified water to 50 mils. So this is a question presented to us, and we need to see how can we approach it. So from the question, they can ask us, calculate the quantity of the following ingredients for the primary emulsion, given that 21 mils of arachis oil is contained in that emulsion. So they will require us to prepare the quantity of acacia gum and then the quantity of purified water. That's what they are requiring. So we have a workout here, or a working formula for how we can calculate for those quantities of acacia gum and then purified water. We need to know what acacia is standing for and what it is coming to do. Purified water, what it is standing for, and arachis oil. Excuse me, sorry about that. We see that arachis oil is a fixed oil. A primary emulsion ratio for a fixed oil, we require to have oil 4 parts, and then water we need 2 parts of the water, and then the gum we need 1 part. So whenever you're presented with such a question, please outline this. You put, if it is peppermint oil, outline it as a volatile oil, it carries a mark, and then outline the ratios for volatile oils. When you're using a volatile oil, what is its ratio? And in case you're given liquid paraffin, also outline it, like outline liquid paraffin is a mineral oil, and then outline a primary emulsion ratio for a primary oil, for a liquid or a mineral oil. Okay, so for liquid paraffin, we said is a mineral oil. All paraffins are mineral oils. And then we have volatile oils, the peppermint oil, cinnamon, and then a number of others are volatile oils. Okay, so you need to know the ratio, and then you need to know which category does it belong. Okay, cod liver oil, arachis oil, those are all fixed oils. So whenever you see cod liver oil, it's a fixed oil. Arachis oil is a fixed oil, and this is their ratio. We have 4, oil should be 4, and then water should be 2, and then gum. And then the question is giving us that if the quantity of the oil that is required to be used is 21 mils, what should be the quantity of acacia that we require, and what will be the quantity of purified water we require. So it requires us to also have the percentage concentration, or we need to know the total ratio. So the total ratio, we are getting 4 parts of the oil, we add to 2 parts of water, and and 1 part of the gum, giving us a total of 7 parts. So when we look at the gum, which is our acacia, we have 1 of the 7 parts. We multiply it by the 21, it gives us 3 grams. And then purified water required, we have 2 parts divided by 7, it will give us 21. Multiplied by 21, it will give us 6 mils of water. So your working formula for preparing a primary emulsion, we shall have arachis oil 21 mils, acacia gum will require 3 grams, and then purified water we need 6 mils. We may not need a chloroform water duplex for preparing a primary emulsion. We may need oil, water, and but we may need this when we are preparing the whole preparation or the final emulsion. So after you have got your working formula, you weigh the required ingredients in various amounts given in the formula, which formula we have just looked at in the previous slide. Measure the required volumes of liquids as indicated in the formula. If you have liquids, you measure liquids. If you have ingredients or solids, you weigh the solids. Okay, so we have acacia is a solid, we need to weigh it. Water is a liquid, you measure it. And then oil, arachis oil is a liquid, you also measure it. Okay, so prepare. We are continuing. After you have weighed and measured, we now need to know how we can prepare. So we prepare a primary emulsion using a dry gum method. So we see that dry gum method, there are around 4 methods of preparing emulsion. So a primary emulsion, we have the dry gum method, we have the wet gum method, and then we have the bottle up method. So you need to go and look out what happens, what's the procedure for preparing, or when using a dry gum, what do I use? When using a wet gum, what procedure do I follow? So prepare remaining emulsion using remaining ingredients. After you have prepared your primary with the dry gum method, add 1 ml of concentrated peppermint oil before topping up to the final volume, and then pack and label your product. Okay, so we have a bonus question here. After you prepare and pack, you can write a label for the product we have just prepared, or you can also write a label for this other bonus number, where we say write a label for prescription as manufactured by, so the manufacturer has already been given to us. Okay, we have the m&b.pharma.co. So RX, we have our liquid paraffin 18 mils, analyze water concentrate. Remember, analyze, we talked of it as an aromatic water. And if you have not watched preparation of peppermint water, please check it out so that you appreciate that analyzed water is aromatic water. Okay, so aromatic waters can be used as flavoring agents, can be used as pharmaceutical aids, can be used as preservatives, depending on their concentrations and the rest. Then we have paraben concentrate for meals, amarantha solution. Most of us should be knowing what amarantha is working or coming in to do here. We need 0.5 mils, and then acacia powder, which is our gum, 3 grams, and then purified water. So I would also require you, if you can, try to outline the working formula for a primary emulsion for this specific emulsion. You see that liquid paraffin is a mineral oil, right? So liquid paraffin, we have acacia as a gum, and then purified water. Look out for how much of the paraffin is required, how much of the acacia is required, and you should do the ratio for a mineral oil. Okay, and then a label the product, where we have that 10 mils. So this is now direction for use. You say 10 mils twice a day. BD stands for twice a day for 2 days in a week. A week has 7 days. Okay, A week has 7 days. So when you see 2/7, it is telling you that a patient should take this for 2 days. 2 days in a week. If here was three days in a week, if it was 5 days in a week, and then if it is 2 weeks, we say 5 divided by 52. Okay, so you find that 52 would be down here instead of 7. If it is month, we see that down here instead of 7 we shall have 12. Remember, a year contains 12 months, so you can be asked to take for 2 months, you can be asked to take for 2 weeks, so depending on the dosage. So, and then your patient has been given, that is Mr. OJ. So you see that the patient is given, the direction for use is given, the manufacturer's name or address is also given. So this prescription, you already have some parts. Okay, whenever you're writing a label, look at what is required, what has been presented to you, so that you don't just go with your own manufacturer, yet they already gave you the manufacturer, with your own patient when they already gave you, or the question is directing you to have a patient. So I request you to write a label for that and then share with me in the comment section, and I see how you wrote it. And then in case of those who will get stuck, you also reach out in the comment section and you see how we can handle it. Thank you so much for your time. Have a good day. Have more adventure on emulsions, and then look out for different methods of preparing emulsions and different types of emulsions: oil, water, water, oil, and the rest. Okay, water, oil, water, oil, water, oil. Know what is a continuous phase, what is the dispersed phase, and what makes it a dispersed phase, what makes it a continuous phase, and what are those chemical instabilities that come up with that we expect when we are preparing our emulsions. So you need to know the physical instabilities, the chemical instabilities, how do they come about, and what brings about them. Okay, is it poor preparation, is it handling, and the rest, is it under storage and the rest, and what are the normal instabilities that we expect. Okay, thank you so much. Have a good day. Enjoy your time.